communities of Eugene and Corvallis. But the number of bars and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. The Beavers will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oregon's offense will be the first to die. All plays in this one. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. The sure hand. It's Sutter. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Oregon State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Bell. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll give it to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Grab near the marker. It's Bowers. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the a sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Sutter.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The give to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Under fire. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and...
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Beavers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Going right to work up top. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can...
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds a tight end down the gut. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to...
And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon! Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Quick toss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Under fire. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. This is a design run. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. It at least crossed my mind. Maybe they'll try to draw them offside.
It might have crossed your mind, but did it ever cross your mind not to go for this?
No. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. All alone, he's got it. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got it on the outside. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Armour. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Armour. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And big-time play by this defensive line. Setting the line of scrimmage. Getting the stop. Forcing the fourth down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown! Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense and out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is... Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He's got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
And some room to work. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Carr. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Oregon! Stealing a score on special teams. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Durant. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Mims. They make the... At the 22, we'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They just keep firing. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richard. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the right. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Oregon State, 9.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the Oregon State offense will take over.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Beavers send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. put all your speed, your athletes. A lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even calls a turnover, that's just gravy.
Working that left side now.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra. Return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep.
Turning it on. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to be.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Beavers decide to punt it away. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Robertson. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,